Hello, I'm JayborinoPlays. Welcome back. It's Legends of Arkain Second Human Book. I've been gone for a while from this series because I had some PC issues, but we're back on track. End of the Invasion, Chapter 12a. It's been a while since I've played this game, and Arkain is challenging, so I guess let's just dive into it and see how it goes. Time is running out, so the Iron Fist hurries to rebuild the newly conquered fortress of the Golden Guard to have any hope of holding out against their enemies. The demons of the Soul Eater Legion, led by the Dreadlord Cursadar, have arrived with their entire army. There's little time for words. The first wave is at hand. So we eliminated Van Doors. Sounds like we're taking over his fortress to defend against new enemies, but in theory, we may be able to use the cannon. This is what we've been waiting for. The cannon, or as Marin named it, the Purificator, will soon be able to unleash its power against our enemies. It will take some time to charge, so we have to hold this fortress. The main enemy of the demons has arrived. They most likely understand the danger the Purificator represents. They'll throw everything they have against us. The savage greenskins have also arrived in this area. Even their primitive minds will understand that this weapon is dangerous and will try to destroy it. Rahandir has led a gigantic army to the other side of this fortress. My forces will keep him at bay as long as we can. Merlon and Cora will support you, along with the Knights of Combe. Make no mistake, this is our only chance to put an end to the demon's invasion. We cannot let the Greenskins or Rahandir stop us. They must all be destroyed if we're to survive this war. Indeed, but even if we can win this battle, the war is still far from over. First things first, Shadow Creature. We have to survive this battle first. Prince Torres and his personal guard will protect the Purificator as long as they can. Our enemies outnumber us severely, despite fighting against each other as well. We should completely focus on our defense and let the Purificator destroy their armies from afar. Agreed. Now, prepare for battle. They'll attack us soon. Everything has occurred just as planned. Soon, balance shall be restored. Indeed, just as planned. No matter what the mortal minds might come up with, they cannot change the direction of this war anymore. His will be done. Balance be restored. The ascension is at hand. Proceed. Okay. Let's check the quests. And before we get started, I will say, I think the Undead in general, or at least Eredon, is sort of my least favorite part of Arkain in general, because no matter what's happening and no matter how much choice you think is involved, there's always like, ooh, everything's going according to plan, the Master's plan. I don't know, and it's all just really vague on why they even think balance is necessary. So it's just, oh, well, they're going to kill some major characters because the Undead feel like it, and they can just circumvent everything. Anyway, that's just my thoughts on that. All right, destroy all demon gates of the Soul Eater Legion. The main bulk of the demonic invaders has arrived. The generals of the Soul Eater Legion are leading massive amounts of demons against the humans and their cannon, knowing the threat that this weapon poses. This is the only chance to put an end to their invasion. Their armies have to be burnt to dust. Okay, let's quick save. We've got Solana, Brian, Gardon, Harmos, and Vale. We lost Cora and someone else. Okay. Sorry, again, I haven't played this for a while, so I have to, like, pause and read this stuff. I'm a little flustered. We got 2 new main quests. You cannot train any units or construct any buildings in this mission. Reviving your heroes does not cost any gold, however. Hold your position and defend the Purificator. Use the Purificator to destroy your enemies. Its ability can be used anywhere on the map. Okay, Purificator, where are you? Meanwhile, let's start, like, gathering up units and moving them towards the front lines. This is our main gate. It looks like this is the same... This is the same map as the previous one, and the tables have flipped yet again. Let's get you guys out to the front.
How may I serve?
Okay, let's check our other 2 quests. The Bone Lords. Rahandir Drakeskull, an independent lich, has sent 3 Bone Lords to either take control of or destroy the Purificator. These ancient beings are extremely powerful, and an army of skeletons follows their every... Skeletons! Ah! Too many have died in this area. The Bone Lords have an endless supply of fresh dead. Only by defeating the Bone Lords in this area can the Undead be stopped. So that's one of these 2, I presume, and then these 2 are the demons. Destroy the fortress of the Tribal Dominion. The Orcs have caused nothing but trouble for the humans, while mankind has fought against the demons. The Greenskins have gathered a new army consisting of countless races. Now calling themselves the Tribal Dominion, they have conquered the kingdom of Salria and raided the lands of humans and dwarves alike. Now they want to destroy the purificator because they understand that the humans will use it against them once the demons are defeated. The armies must be crushed. Okay, well, let's look for any units that we have, and we're gonna clump them all up together on these two ends. So, like, I think we abandon the low ground down here, and we fall back, and we force them on this ramp. That's my plan, at least. Okay, ooh, there's some elites here, too. All right, you all back up to here, and then meanwhile, we just gotta, like, look around and gather up everything that we can find. It's like the map is just covered with units. Okay, we gotta try to find also our, like, major powerhouse units and hold on to those specifically. So they're going to come in here, start attacking up in this direction. Yeah, and we want to bottleneck them up here. Basically what the dwarves did to us last map. We want to hold on up here. Also, they'll kill each other. Okay, we can't see what that is. Those are orcs, so the bone lords are up top. Can't control the catapults. These maps, these types of maps always concern me a bit.
What is your wish?
Just because they take forever. Also, where's the purificator? Okay, it needs to be charged up completely. I see.
How may I serve?
Okay, you all back up. Again, we're gonna, like, try to keep two fronts going here. We have so much stuff. This is nice, but also scary. Okay, and again, we're gonna clump up groups. We have our dragons up here. And we gotta, like, look around to see what else we have access to. Lots of stuff here. Let's move these guys up to the top. This area is probably gonna be easier to hold on to, I suspect. It's okay if this stuff slowly goes down. That's fine. Again, I'm gonna hold on to what I can. I also want to find all my altars and hotkey them. Okay. You come on out here, and we're gonna hotkey the purificator. We've got our heroes all down at the bottom, which is probably not smart. I should probably split them up. But it's probably too late now. Okay. Altars are 0, and then the purificator is going to be 9. 500. And who should we destroy first? I'm leaning towards one of the demons, because if we get rid of one of the other factions, that just removes one of the factions that will attack each other. Like, they'll attack themselves. Right? So that's what we want. We want them to fight each other.
I await your command.
We want to move Solana towards the front here. And we have to hold on to as many things as possible and delay. That's the idea. So we have some decent AoE, so we want to, like, clump them up so that we can use... what is here? Oh, see, yeah, they're killing each other. I think this is exactly what we should have done. Don't get drawn out. Don't get drawn out here. Stay up here. And there may be other units just around the map that I've missed. It's hard to tell. Okay, those are the elites. Solana, why don't you just... Starfall, let's get in there and support her, because she might get stunned. Might as well use Harmos's ult. And then what's going on up here? Again, they're fighting each other, so we've got a nice large force to hold on up here. Let's hotkey these dragons to something. Okay. And then do I have any healers down here? I've got some chaplains that I gotta hold on to. Healing is just gonna be crucial. And again, it's fine if they kind of gut this area. Prince Taurus is back here. We've got some fountains we can always fall back to. Okay, looks good. We don't have any healing up top, though. We don't have much healing in general, which is concerning. I don't even remember what most of my heroes do, so that's gotta be... We just gotta, like, remember what are our options on this map. Okay, how long on the cannon? 273. I think we just go for this group first. Let's quick save. Actually, we should start cycling saves, because these types of maps, I'm of two minds. Depending on the difficulty, and Arkain is hard, quite challenging, is you can get an hour in and then realize that you just can't win and you have to restart the whole thing. You have so much more to lose when that's the case. I think it was smart of us to pull back. Because I was familiar with the layout of this map, I suspected that it would have been smart to pull back, and that's exactly what we did. And I think this was the right decision. And, like, every so often they'll get a few units that can make it up here, but we should be okay. I'm more concerned about the top than anything else.
Our town is under siege.
Yep. There's Prince Taurus, and I don't know if maybe I had other units just, like, hanging out somewhere along the sides that I missed, so I'm, like, constantly looking. But the most important thing also is that they're killing each other on the way in, while they're on the way in, which is why I want to take out only one half of the demons first. It looks like we're going to have to hold out long enough to take out one... Who's summoning Phoenix? We're going to have to hold out long enough to use this 4 times. Yeesh, okay. Look at these elites that are still alive. Okay, we're still holding on. I don't think we've barely lost anything. I wonder if maybe... This isn't how we should have played this? Like, have we somehow busted... I don't think we've busted this. But again, I think the enemies are all fighting each other in the middle, which is exactly what we want. But what that means is you'd think it would get easier, but I think it's going to be the hardest between the first and second shots. By the second shot, we'll be able to wipe out one entire faction, so that'll cut the enemy reinforcements down. I mean, I don't know. Every shot you'd imagine is going to take a huge chunk out of the enemy forces, but... Again, that's fewer that'll fight each other, and I think the only reason that we're seeing little action right now is because they're killing each other in the middle of the map. Now, I don't know. Do I have any arcane towers that I could have? Any arcane towers that we could, like, see outside the map? Reinforcements. Nice. Okay, so we have one cleric person. Did I break this map? I feel like they're not attacking me, or they're consistently attacking each other because I made, like, the smartest strategic move available to me, which was to pull back to the hard defended areas.
Is my aid required?
Oh no, they're coming in. Some of them are. I think they're actively killing each other. This is, again, possibly one of the best outcomes we could see right here.
Our forces are under attack.
All right. Can these things self-repair? That would be excellent if they could. It seems like they don't have that upgrade. I just want to take one unit and go and chat. I was going to say, there's probably like a big clump of units. Maybe they're stuck, actually. No, see, the undead are coming in. I wonder why the demons aren't really flooding in, though. It's only the undead. I think, I don't know. I don't want to make too many assumptions, but I also feel like I've sort of cheesed my way through the map. But I'm kind of comfortable with that, only because, like, you can't build on this map. I'm going to take whatever advantage I can get, even if this wasn't super intended. But I know usually that's the kind of stuff Char looks for to, like, patch out if you could find a way around the typical intended challenge of the map. Nope, here come the demons. All right, let's back up here for a hot second. Harmos, use your ultimate right here. How close are we? 492, 493. All right, here we go. Purification. We got to make sure we hit all of these. What's the AoE on it? Okay, this is great. Just like this? Oh, my goodness. Okay, that's half of the demon reinforcements. Where's Solana?
No problem.
Use your ultimate and hopefully don't get stuck. Where's Brian? Gotta debuff these. Dark Secrets. Mind Attack something. Okay, yeah, their heroes are rough. See, they're still not making their way up there. Yeah, so they're back with a vengeance right now, essentially. We gotta keep these guys alive because they're our only persistent healers. Yeah, okay, I don't think we broke anything. I think we just played this just right, such that they ended up getting stuck on each other in the middle of the map, which is exactly what we were going for, really.
I'm listening.
Okay, who next? We could finish off the demons, or I'm thinking more the undead, because the undead are the ones that are persistently hitting us the most. Oh my god, is this a man riding is this a skeleton riding a fellhound? That's excellent. That's truly excellent.
Yes, my friend.
Okay, you guys just stay back, throw down some mass heals on stuff that need it. Brian. Oh, he's immune to magic. Okay, wonderful. Okay, what's going on up here? Again, they're killing each other. See, conventional wisdom would say, hold out in the right here. But the thing is, I think they'd stream in separate groups, and you'd have way more trouble, so... Okay, Gardon, just keep Dark Secreting and get Zed back out. I don't know where Zed is, but we want to make sure he's in the front and helping us here. We do have the high ground. It's over, here at Nexus. I have the high ground. You underestimate my power. Well, not for long. We got a big cannon purificator thing that's gonna blast you to pieces. All right.
What is your wish?
Okay. How's this going up here? Again, the thing is, they're getting hung up on my extraneous buildings. So as they stop to attack those, other enemies are coming in behind and hitting them. So I think that's working out really, really well. Brian Mind Blast, Lady Maya for the stun. Oh, Finger of Death is shitty. Let's make sure we're healing up the dragons. Okay, and pretty much nothing has even made it up to here yet, and we've got the dragons. We don't have any healing potential up here, though, which is bad. What I'd like to do is get, like, marksmen and such clumped up in the back, obviously with the footmen in the front, because that's, obviously, our layout right here is not the greatest. I think this is at least a little bit better. Yeah, you know what? Let them hit this stuff. They're going to get trapped on certain areas, and then they're going to not know what to do. Let's throw down, let's stun whoever this is. Again, the real question is, what should we do next? Yeah, Aramacus, get screwed, buddy. Okay, Dark Secrets, Brian. Brian the Fallen, because he's always dying, but, you know, he does what he can. Oh, back up, back up, back up.
Of course.
Got to keep these guys alive. Reinforcements have arrived. The bottom is getting hit the hardest because that's where the demons are going. The top, again, the enemies are still mostly killing each other. Oh, there's Okri. Okay, now they're actually fighting each other. So I think Okri he's not demonic, which is interesting. All right, let's get on down here. This is good. Like, the bottom is the area that I'm focusing on the most. The top is just going to slowly go down because I have a lack of healing, and I don't want to split my healing groups lest I forget about them. It's like, you all... Let's send the Overseer down south, and then the rest of you go up top. Purificator, how you doing? Halfway to the next one. Okri is still alive? Dude. In life, I was the destroyer of mankind. In death, I am the nightmare of all mankind. Let's back up. Back up. Holy shit, it's Skeleton Ornasian, an undead Dreadlord. Dreadlord, slay this monster. I think we should get rid of the undead next. They certainly seem to be the most threatening, and they're throwing some of the worst heroes at us. Okay, and again, they're killing each other. That's exactly what we need, what needs to happen. Okay, if we can get another base down without having to really fall back, I would feel extremely good about that. I'm not sure if Zed is dead, so we'll resummon. No, he was already out. That's fine. Okay. What's going on up here? Again, for the most part, at least they're killing each other. Let's move back with these dragons. I think the Overseer buff, at least, it works on everything. Flippin' Okri. Yeah, he's Orc. He's Army of the Dominion. He's not, My God. I think maybe we need to move some heroes up here. I'm not sure. See, whoever we take out next will... Whoever we take out next is just going to allow the other factions to get in closer to us. So the fighting remains... It's interesting, Shar, I like how you've balanced this because, again, even though you're progressing on the map, you're still making it hard on yourself because of the way that the enemies can still clump up on top of each other. And if there's fewer enemies killing each other, that more are getting to you even if you've destroyed enemy bases. So very, very clever. See, the demons aren't that concerning. Obviously, their AoE with Rain of Fire is the worst thing that they can do. I think we get rid of the Skeleton Lords next. Almost certainly. This guy summoned in a shit ton of Infernals on top of us. Thale's asleep. Gardon. Okay, we're good, we're good. Heal him up. Okay, we saved him. Too many of my units ended up, like, outside of the base. We must have lost a lot somehow. What happened? We must have gotten AoE to death. Or they got drawn out.
Your Honor.
Purificator, we really need you, buddy.
What is your wish?
But once again, the example of, like, things seem to be going okay, you make a blunder, and then you realize, like, oh, I didn't have a save for a while, so I have to, like, replay the whole mission, and this is a long one. I presume it's timed such that it's going to be, like, 50 to 70 minutes, so based on how long it takes the Purificator to get up. But yeah, just to reiterate, I think we're going to go for, or at least I plan on going for the
Forces are under attack.
Undead next. I think these ramps are definitely the best place to hold on to. At the beginning there, I was really concerned that I had made a mistake, only because I was like cheesing the map. But this seems reasonable now.
I'm listening.
Forces are under attack.
Okay, how's this going? What's going on down here? The issue though is like this way we do have to pay attention to a lot more. It's multiple areas. All right, Arnassian. Ooh. Yeah, the enemy heroes. But actually, we're going to get rid of Ornassian in, I don't know, maybe a minute or so once the Purificator's up. Maybe less, I'm not sure. See, this area's going down. One thing I wonder is, like, I wonder if the mobs don't respawn as long as you don't kill the previous attack. Like, the attacks spawn as you kill the ones prior. That would be interesting. Okay, so again, this side needs to hold. The enemy heroes are what are really, like, wrecking havoc on us. Oh, I forgot. Oh, I think that's a mind control. The Firekeeper mind control right there is rough. There we go. Purificator's now charged, so we're going to blast this area. Let's also quick save, because I can't see where they are, so I'm just going to presume this will hit them. Please kill them. Reinforcements have arrived. We got rid of the Bone Lords.
How may I serve?
We're going to move these guys down here.
Under siege.
That's fine.
Our forces are under attack.
So no more Arnassian, who had one of the worst AoEs in the game. I think I'm going to have to take some units and move them up. I think next we go and finish up the demons, because again, they've got some mad AoE, as opposed to...
I am your servant. Forces are under attack.
As opposed to the Orcs, which have some nasty heroes, but for the most part don't have that bad of heroes. See, so like we gotta stun this guy. Guard on Dark Secrets. Immolation Aura. I think we gotta back him up. Veil, heal him. Immolation Aura also. Oh shit, we just lost a lot of our... My god, that one enemy hero is like flipping crazy. Hey, back up, back up. Harmos, why don't you just move up to the front and drop your ultimate? Oh, here comes the Dominion. Now, we do have a lot of pre-placed units further back towards the cannon. We can always fall back and just wait for the enemy to have to, like, push through all of our pre-placed crap. And they'll end up killing each other along the way. So it's just, now, keep in mind, it's just demons and, Oh, I never turned off Fairy Fire on my new, Banishers. Uh-oh. Okay. Just heal yourselves for now. Again, these is like my only real healing potential. Turn this off. Turn this off. Get Zed back out wherever you are. Okay, so I'm gonna do this save right here, and this is the save I imagine we'd end up falling back to, because it's gonna be a decision now on whether we fall back to the very inner parts of the fortress, or we hold our ground at the tops of these ramps. But again, I think it's important on maps like these, you have to make sure that you are saving a lot, because otherwise you're just going to waste a lot of time. What I might do, like, this group is really fragile. I might just allow this group to fall back, like, to the top of this ramp, because they're not going to really survive for much longer. But it depends on what comes up here. And it depends on what goes where, as you can imagine. Okay. And we gotta make sure we're using Starfall. Vale doesn't really have anything except Holy Light. Brian, we can use his fancy schmancy ability as well. But it's very easy to lose track of both sides, because these enemy heroes are coming in with like these huge AoE spells, but we're looking at two areas. If we would consolidate, then it would be a lot easier to pay attention. But you can't really consolidate anywhere except right on top of the cannon. But then you'd at least have Royal Army units and Prince Tories to help you, or perhaps like right in the middle. We do have a bit of a breather. I'm not sure if it's because the enemy is not attacking or because we're waiting, or because they're killing each other. But again, we have just reduced numbers. It's possible that Shar has triggered this such that the attacks intensify based on the number of enemies that have been killed. I don't know. Okay, throw that fire spell on him. Oh, hey, we had some units down here. All right, buddies, get on up here. Help them out. Get to the front lines, Mr. Gollum. Okay, this is where things get rough. Starfall. You need to stay in here. Yeah, Mongrathod. We need to stun, and we need to debuff all of these. Okay, Zed. I don't even know really what to use here. We're like sort of winning though, so I guess it's okay. Oh, it's Okri again. And he's magic immune, so we just gotta slowly but surely wipe him out. Who is this? Oh, just Bloodhounds. See, Army of the Dominion again doesn't have that much AoE, so I think it'll be a good idea to get rid of the demons, the final demons here. Man, look at Gardon, Brian, and Zed. They are out for blood. With this one fighter who probably will not survive this day, but it's, you know, he's getting in there. He thinks he can do it.
Right away.
So it's like on one side we have our heroes and some healers, and on the other it's like the remainder of the Iron Fist. No reinforcements for a while now. You know what? You are low health. Let's try to start itemizing our heals and send at least the units that can fly back to the reinforcements. Where are you? Nice. We always get one of these banishers every time. So that's something. Purificator. 320. I feel like it's going to be downhill. It should be downhill after the third blast, but it's kind of what I expected. After the between the first and second shot, those were the hardest ones. Ah, Cursidar, you. That's not. Who is that? I don't know who that is, but it's the guy that summons in all these infernals. Is a flippin' asshole.
Let's get going.
Okay, we need some front lines to deal with these infernals. You guys just stay back here. Okay, looks good. Some of these units are just distracted on buildings. One thing we do have going for us is that our buildings can soak up a lot of heat, and they're not really bringing much siege weaponry. So if we get rid of the demons that do chaos damage, we should be in really good shape. Yep, and here we go. They are killing each other. Well, they were at least for a while. Try to like back out of this where we can. Brian debuff. Okay, good. He's done. He's gone finally. Throw down some chain healers, heals where possible. I think this dragon is probably healed. Oh, I think I must have sent him back already. Or he died. I don't know. I don't know where he went. But we are holding out. This is somehow working. Purificator, 416 out of 500. Oh my god, one more blast to the demons, they'll be gone. No more rain of fire, and then it's just the orcs. At which point I may consider just consolidating at the front, because we just don't have to pay attention to nearly as much. Or we just fall all the way back to the cannon with only one thing left. Should be a lot easier. It's nice that there are some reinforcements. This would be really, really challenging prior to... All right, we need Brian. Get out here and stun him. Stun him. It's like crucial that you stun this guy. Okay, and then just back out. I don't want to risk losing you guys. Top is under heavy fire as well. Okay, good. It's happened. All right, fall back. Fall back if you can. If we can at least get this black dragon out. Come on. Come on, buddy. Run, marksman, run. I think he'll make it. Okay, back up, back up. And then let's debuff here, even though... Well, this guy can get hit by dark magic or whatever it's called. No, stop doing that. Stop doing that. Purificator fully charged. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Where are all three? This is intense. Again, because you have a lot to lose if you screw this up. Okay, Soul Eater Legion, get the fuck out of here. Okay, excellent. Dragons, why don't you come up here and secure the northern front? The remainder, like, clean up the Soul Eater Legion. Okay, excellent. Oh, I forgot I sent these guys down here. What? I didn't realize that Drake was so low. Oh, what a waste. Come on. Okay. These demons must have already spawned because we have eliminated the demon gates. This must be all that remains. I lost another Banisher, unfortunately. Okay, hit this. Yeah, I don't know where they're getting more units from, but it is what it is. Okay, I think it's time now to just fall back. We lost way too much stuff there. So everybody fall back to the second level. Anything that remains of the demons might end up fighting the orcs. And we're just going to camp right on top of the healing fountain and the cannon, because I feel like there's no way that the enemies will be able to get on top of the cannon before it charges one last time.
What is your wish?
We've evacuated pretty much everything that can be evacuated. These air units are probably the hardest thing to deal with. Flamidus. Now, here's what I was saying, though. The orcs will start spiraling out of control, if only because there's no one challenging them anymore. We stopped the demons, we stopped the undead, so now the orcs aren't being checked by our other enemies. So I'm going to take my hero group and try to clean up what remains of the demons here.
Our town is under siege. My patience has ended.
So let's move on up here. Brian, throw down a fatty debuff. Wait for Mongrathah to start casting Rain of Fire. He's not actually, but that's okay. Dark Secrets, Dark Secrets. So this should be the last appearance of Mongrathah if I had to guess.
Our allies' town is under siege.
Okay, and then just the remainder of my army is right here. We can always fall back to Prince Tories as well. Our hero group is safe. Let's move these guys all the way back down to the healing fountain, and then we just have to hold this ramp, which shouldn't be that bad. We've got a couple Spirit Legionnaires, some cannon towers, and then a healing fountain, and then all the way back to the Purificator, which is guarded by Tories, which, I mean, these units are, you know, they are what they are. They're not going to be super useful, but... Again, my question is, will the orc attacks start stacking up, or do they only spawn extra units once you kill enough of the first group? Which is why I think the falling back method is smart. Okay, so let's take this group. Just get up here and just start killing these dragons. Flamidus is a centaur.
Yes, my friend.
Now, I think the biggest misstep that we had, we lost a huge swath of our army pretty far, like a huge amount south. It must have been to like a huge AoE attack. I'm not sure what caused that. But that was a big misstep. And then misstep number 2 was losing a bunch of our healers to a big AoE attack. Come on. Oh yeah, it's because they're magic immune. Okay, that's fine. We did it. That's fine.
Our town is under siege.
Let's get going.
The last major battle of our time is going to occur on this ramp as we have to fight back this group. Now, we could come on down here and engage them separately while we still can.
My watchers
Our
are
town is under siege.
Oh, this guy summons the phoenixes. I see. Lord Brian, Dark Secrets.
I'm listening.
Our town is under siege.
Hang on, hit this egg real quick. There we go. So get rid of their hero at least. That's the Spirit Legionnaire casting that. All right.
Our town is under siege.
Right, so again, we took them on separately, which was smart. We're going to keep this force in reserve back here as like our ultimate oh shit, and then Prince Tories can handle the north ramp, for now at least. So as these units come in individually one by one, we're going to move out and... We're going to try to move out and pick them off individually. I think this is the smart choice before the next big wave comes out. Purificator, 334. Again, it's intense because there's a lot at risk. If something goes wrong and you realize that you have to restart, that's like an hour down the drain. So that's what makes this like... I feel like I'm on the edge of my seat, even though we're doing relatively well. Let's get up here and just kill the dragons as we see them.
Our town is under siege.
And the more of these buildings we can keep alive, the more cannon fodder there is to hold on for the rest of the map. Now, I think we probably could have moved and consolidated into the middle a little bit earlier. We wouldn't have lost nearly as much. But, you know, it is what it is. Gotta start treating... I mean, this is entirely a micro map, but we gotta start treating it like one where we heal everything. We just heal everything individually where necessary.
Our forces are under attack. Our town
Okay,
is
looks
under
good.
siege.
Okay, and then our... Oh, God, they netted my black dragon! I think we should try and go and save that. Let's move out with everybody.
How may I serve? Our town is
Oh, that doesn't last very long. We're okay.
I am ready.
Oh, thank God, reinforcements as well. Okay. We're good. We got it. We're, I think we're pretty safe now.
Is someone's my aid.
Okay, I wish I wouldn't have lost the banishers that I did. The thing is, like, you don't start with many banishers at the beginning either, which makes this pretty challenging. Let's come on down here and heal up the Black Drake that's low. Now, unless we see Okri or Flamadis, or whatever his name is. Oh, nice. There's Shadow Towers up here, too. This was a cool map because you had a little bit of everything. You had Elven Swordsmen, you had the Elven Cavalry, you had the entirety of the Iron Fist with the Black Drakes and the Black Dragon.
Our town
Royal
is
Armies
under
here. That's pretty cool. Okay, here comes Okri. How long on the Purificator? Oh, yeah. I hate to speak too soon, but I feel like there's no way we can lose now.
Let's get going. My watchers.
Let's just grab my hero group.
siege. Our town is
None of my heroes even went down either. Even Lord Brian, who dies literally every mission at least one time. I don't think there's been a single mission where he hasn't gone down, but some of my other heroes, just champions, never going down. But a lot of my heroes have been dying pretty frequently, so I can't say that. But
what is it now?
okay, that debuff apparently works on him, so let's get it on. He summons spear throwers. That's strange. Let's just Dark Secrets on both of these.
Town is under siege.
Purificator's fully charged. I think this is it, boys. Goodbye. I'm glad we were able to use the Purificator straight up. It's really satisfying to just lay complete waste to an enemy base without even having to be there. We did it. Whether greenskin, undead, or demonic filth, they've all been slain. It was a hard battle, and we've come a long way. But yes, we finally succeeded. The invasion is over. The demonic legions are shattered. The men deserve this short moment to celebrate. Indeed, but as I said before, the war is not over yet. The demons will recover from their losses, and the Emperor is still sitting on his throne beyond the Great Sea, preparing his next strike. Yeah, maybe if you would have been willing to work a little bit with Vandurst, that wouldn't be as much of a problem. We will pursue the demons to their very border, the void itself. We will retake the Lost Kingdoms and destroy their race once and for all. The Purificator will decimate them from afar. Our undead allies will overrun their defenses, and then we will kill the rest of them. I will end this war by slaying every single demon, ending their race once and for all. Whew. Whew. Okay. 36 minutes, that's it? It felt a lot longer than that. All right. Interlude A, Temptation. I'll make that into a separate video as usual, and I'll put it out right after this one. But let's just chat about what's going on here. So the Undead have split into two factions. I was so confident that Eredon actually was still alive and this was all a ruse. But then why would they be fighting and killing each other? Like, what? The only reason they would do that is if they're trying to act as if they're trying to put on like a show, but for what, to what end? If they wanted to destroy the Purificator to maintain their weird balance, then Saphira, in theory, wouldn't be helping us. Like, the Undead have nothing to gain by allowing Saphira to help us because we've succeeded with the Purificator. If the ultimate goal was they needed to destroy it, then they've failed. So now I'm not so sure about Eredon, and if we do find out he's still alive, then I would seriously question the motives. But again, I think the Undead plotline is the one main thing that doesn't jive with me, because you get really invested in some of these really complex storylines with all these different characters, and then suddenly it's like, well, the Undead want it this way, so that's just what's going to happen, because they can just do literally anything. Everyone else is like too stupid to realize what the Undead are really up to, and the Undead are just masterminds and trick everyone. Like, I think that's... I hate to say this, I don't want this to sound too derogatory, but I feel like that's a little stale at this point. We saw a lot of that in the first book, the first books, and now I have a feeling at the end the Undead are just going to fuck us again. Or at least they're still trying to, really, but like Rahandir leading a separate group, it's not clear what they want. Like, the Orcs going after the cannon makes sense, but why Rahandir wants to destroy the cannon, I'm not sure. He did take the Emperor and the Elven Queen's children under his protection as well, so I wonder what that's about. And then obviously there's these different factions of demons. We don't know who's controlling the Emperor across the sea. Vandurst wanted to just leave with the Golden Guard and usurp the Emperor. If Gardon would have just let him go, then it would be way less of a problem. But of course, Gardon had to kill him. And I mean, I made the choice to do that, but you know. Anyway, but those are the complexities that make this interesting. You can't just have the perfect ending because these characters can't just go against what makes their core characterizations work. Gardon wouldn't just let Vandurst go after everything he did, even though strategically and tactically it would have been a better choice, I think. Anyway, great mission. Again, you have that feeling like there's a lot to lose, but I don't know. This mission was definitely a lot easier than a lot of the macro-focused ones, so... it's not as... I mean, it's stressful only because you could end up wasting a lot of time if you screw it up. But if you play it decently... I mean, if you've made it this far in the campaign and you've proven you can get this far without cheats, you're not going to have a problem on this map. So I would consider that no problem. All right. I'll see you in like an hour or so for the interlude. Later.